Welcome back to the iRacing Esports Network and Apex Racing TV and Watkins Glen for the final the final race tonight of the BSR MX5 Pro Series. We've had 3 races so far, fantastic to watch. I'm Chaz Draycott alongside Alex Simpson on the cameras, and just to quickly run you through the grid for this final race, we've got Steve Hansford on pole, David Ayres, Charles Kellyman, Billy Rose, Rob Graham, Andy Maxwell, Dale Bennison, Benjamin Mears, Martin Sampson, and Ashley Beard, the only pro driver in the top 10 here, Alex. It's going to be interesting to see whether any of the other pro guys can make it through to catch him there, because he's looking like quite a favourite for me at this point.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, to be honest.
And of course under lights as well, a bit of added pressure for the drivers.
I wonder what it's like around Watkins actually at night. I've never driven the circuit at night. Should be interesting.
Should be indeed. The lights are coming on then, and away they go. The lights were not on red for very long at all. Steve Hansford leads them away then. David Ayres and Charles Kellyman chasing him down.
Oh, a couple of crashes already in the background. I think Maxwell and Rob.
A couple of cars coming together even down the straight. David Ayres hangs it out around the outside, takes the race lead. Nicely done, brilliant sky in the background there, looking wonderful. And it's the teammates of Hansford and Kellyman going up the S's. The latter coming under pressure from Rob Graham.
Oh, that does look good.
It's absolutely belting, doesn't it, as they come up the hill. You can see though, because of the clouds actually, it's quite a bit lighter. If it wasn't for the clouds, it probably wouldn't be that dark. We've got 3 wide down the straight. Ashley Beard's already gained 4 places here, Alex. He's flying. He's nearly making it 4 wide. 3 wide into the carousel. He's on the inside, literally on the grass. He's taking that much of the apex. Steve Hansford leads the way. David Ayres second. Andy Maxwell 3 places gained, up to 3rd for OSL HCon Racing. So close for all these boys as well. The lighting looks fantastic, of course. So bright with the entire field just lighting the way. There's nobody, I think, that's single file in this, really. Everyone absolutely going for it, trying to take every opportunity, but you have to in these reverse grid races. You need to get to the front of the field as quickly as possible, especially if you're one of the pro drivers. But looking at that shot there was amazing.
Just those couple of stragglers then. I'm seeing on the event view a couple more crashed. Christian Brown and Stuart Dick. Let's have a look and see what this was. Jump back to live very shortly after that. Oh, just going into the toe there. Oh, coming together.
It's the stationary car does the number 18 machine. Christian Brown. Rob Graham there second place now. It's very quickly showing that Stuart Dick has jumped back to the pit lane, so it's actually putting him at the front of the field on our timing screen currently. There you can see on the left. There he is. He's going to go flying down the order now. Oh, McNally out of the race as well. He's in the pit lane. 3 wide for the lead. Oh, Rob Graham out of the race, into the wall he goes. There was a bit of a squeeze. Oh, there's more cars off at turn 1 here, Alex. We've had quite a couple go around.
Yeah,
people been collected. Ashley Beard. Who else is that in there? That was one of the year 1 cars.
Just trying to see if I can get some of it on replay.
Yeah, they are at turn 1 then. Oh, someone's gone very wide there.
Who's separate incident? So, yeah, the event viewer not helping me out here.
No, that was Christian Vigra going very wide. Oh, there's the touch from Ayres to Graham.
There it is.
Wow!
Yeah.
That was a big off for Martin Sampson, and he just comes back on the track, and people can't really avoid him. It's just how easy it is to do at the end of the straight there into turn 1. Ben Mears there leading the way. Wow, big send down the inside from Hansford. Ayres is wise to it though. Hits the apex, and he's got a good run actually out of there, chasing down Benjamin Mears. Rizzo's going down the order as well. Oh, there's a crash further back by the look of it. There's a couple of guys going down. Yeah. His car backwards there. Carstensen doesn't even slow down. The number 33 is backwards as well. They're not holding it on the brakes. They need to hold the car on the brakes and just keep it out of the way. Oh, that rejoin. Who was that? Number 33 car. That was not on.
Fortunately, the camera angle was poor, so we didn't really see it from what I was looking at. But yeah, you could tell what was going to happen in there. Yeah, just They're just frantically just trying to get back to the circuit. I know it's a gut reaction to do that, but yeah, they do need to remember that, you know, that they're already involved in the crash. Don't take other people out at the same time, you know?
Shame to see, really, because the racing tonight has been absolutely top-notch. There are obviously incidents in these reverse grid races, so it's to be expected sometimes. It's not the easiest thing to do. Benjamin Mears now under pressure from David Ayres. David late on the brakes into turn one. Nicely done. Oh, last minute dive there from Hansford. So close together, Mears and Ayres there. Slight overlap still, so he's not quite got the job done yet. Kellyman is there in fourth as well. He'll be urging his teammate on to go and get further up the order.
Now they're already in the waiting for interview channel. Does that mean he's out? I think it does. Should we drag him in for a mid-race interview? Or not? As he runs off. Seem to have lost Chaz for a moment. So we'll continue just watching this battle at the front. Mears, Ayres, Hansford, Kellerman. 1.7 seconds separate that little group to Steve Hefford. Some Charlie Summers there, up 24 spots already. It's been an absolute ridiculous meeting for him in terms of how many places he's overtaken. Hefford up 17 as well, doing well. Ashton up 24. Biggest mover actually is way down. I think Mikey Key at the moment, 26 spots, so impressive from Mikey. Oh, the lead battle changing again. Mears goes up the inside. Ayres just leaves enough room on the exit so they don't come together. Hansford still looking. Kellerman trying not to lose touch with this little pack. Hefford firmly onto the back of it as well. He was nearly 2 seconds down at the start of last lap, so been a phenomenal lap from him. Still no Chaz for the moment, so apologies. Stick with it. As Hefford having a little look on Kellerman. They're all going to draft up together here. I think you might see they're all quite that nice sort of distance apart where we see sort of maybe 2-3 wide at the end of it. But Steve gets an absolute phenomenal run very, very early. So wide, already 3 wide. Is he going to have enough momentum to get up to the back of Ayres? Might. One of the cars pulls out as well. It's Mears in front of him actually, gives him a bit of a helpful bit of slipstream. Can't quite clear all of them around the outside of the carousel. David Ayres back to the lead. Left with the inside going through the chute. Here's Kellerman to the outside. Charlie Summers now getting involved in this battle, up 26 spots for him now. Jack Ashton up 28. They're still battling it at the front as well. Nothing between this group. The largest gap here in this group is 1.4 seconds, and that is James McRitchie and Al Amory, and that's for 12th and 13th. Everyone else is less than 1 second apart. Gaps as low as, well, you can see them on screen, hundredths of a second at the moment.
I'm back now, Alex. I do apologise for that.
That's all right.
Technical difficulty with the headset then. Just had a random disconnection and then had to reinstall it. Brilliant. Benjamin Mears still holds on, I see. Charlie Summers and Steve Hefford now involved.
Yeah, Hefford's been coming through nicely. Good pace.
Charlie Summers again, 29 places. What?
I know, it's crazy. He's just full of confidence here, clearly. And got a fantastic run on Mears here. I think he'll probably be in the lead by the time we get to the start-finish line. He is. Hefford having a look. I don't think he's going to have it his own way though this time, that's for sure. Hefford certainly going to give him a run for his money. Gets by Mears as well. Mears, of course, will get slightly better run though, so he's perhaps got the opportunity to put it under a bit of pressure. Maybe that will allow for them just to break away ever so slightly. Last thing these guys want. It's just been absolutely on it.
Yeah, it really has. Just a quick look through the field at the people that have gained places. Alex Cherney's gained 23, Josh Rayfield 27, Stephen Baxter 24, Dave Ampson 21, James McRitchie 24, Jack Ashton 30, Charlie Summers 29, Steve Hefford 21. It's just incredible drives from some of these guys to make it through the field. Obviously there has been accidents, but even still, there's not been that many cars crashed. So, you know, you've still got to make the moves and take the opportunities, as we were saying before. Hefford now in the lead. You can see on the left the positions gained by these guys. Incredible stuff. Great figures. And Charlie Summers now back down to third. Benjamin Mears doing a great job leading the AM category at the moment, second overall in the race. And as it gets darker and darker here, Alex, the last couple of laps, the pressure's really on now, and oh, Hefford's very wide out there. He's going to have to get off the throttle as well as to not spin the car. Mears will be under pressure from Summers here, and personally I'd love to see Summers take a win here. It'd be great for him to get a second one with so many places gained.
Yeah, I mean, didn't really feature in the first race, did he? I don't know if there was a little accident or something like that, because of course he hit the wall, didn't he, while his teammate was celebrating at the end, so he was way down, and that's what gave him the opportunity to have this massive comeback. So I think we don't know his relative pace against these guys, you know, and he's up against the quickest ones from race one, so you know his work cut out, but of course he's got there. But you know, Hefford up 21, Ashton up 31 at this point as well, so you know, the experience, the cream rising to the top at the minute.
Certainly does. Down the straight they go then. Steve have a little bit of a gap there at the moment. So careful to make the most of every corner here. Mears going down the order. Mears is in the wall on the outside. He backs it into the wall to get it out of the way. That's the AM category lead taken away from him. Let's see what happens. It's turn one. He's just hit the curb and upset the car. Oh wow, Ashton did a great job not to hit him there. But that's a real shame for Benjamin. I thought he was already in the wall actually. I thought he backed out. It was just the car rolling back once he'd almost come to a stop.
And good for him as well, because he didn't try and crazy rejoin or anything like that. It was just patient, controlled the car in that spin enough to allow him to be able to rejoin pretty quickly. Like you say, unfortunately he has lost the lead in class, but he's still out there fighting.
He certainly is. He doesn't give up, does Benjamin Mears. He's one of the feistiest drivers on the grid in my opinion. Great driver to watch. We've got McRitchie now chasing down Scott Malcolm. This will be for 11th. Oh, and that's a damaged, very damaged SimLab car, I believe. That might have been Nick McCarron.
I think it is Nick. Yeah.
He'll be trying to get the points though by still getting the car to the end. Great commitment. Here is Ashton then, under pressure now from Charlie Summers. You can just see how many places these guys have gained. Ashton and Summers flicking between 33 and 28 each. Steve Hefford 21. Stephen Baxter 28 as well. He's had a great comeback to the series tonight, to be fair, Alex. He's not got all the results he wanted, but he's certainly shown he's got the pace in the car.
Yeah, 100%. You know, looking extremely strong. Oh, look how dark all of a sudden it seems to have got. Of course, we know the time has advanced quite considerably for the session, but yeah, it does make a heck of a difference.
Yeah, it really does. And those bright yellow wheels and roll cage of Steve Hefford really
they line up the whole track. They are.
Indeed.
Who needs headlights when you got Hefford's yellow, luminous yellow around? Well, I have to say the greens seem to be popping just a little bit more in the background.
You read my mind just then. I saw that and I was thinking, wow, that really is bright with Charlie Summers. But now, is his move going to be as bright here? He's got to think about this. He's around the outside of Ashton. He's got a great run. He's going to be ahead of Ashton. He's going to leave him the room to come out, though. From behind Steve Hefford. They're 3 wide-ish? 2.5 wide? 3 wide into the carousel. They're doing the same behind them as well. Ashton in the middle. Steve Hefford on the inside. Oh, Hefford turns in late, but he's got the corner. He runs out a little bit wide, to be fair, and Charlie Summers is still having a go. Cuts over to the right-hand side in front of Ashton. Kellyman's in there as well. He's had a great night tonight. I believe he got a podium in his first AM race this evening. Oh, Charlie Summers on the grass. Oh, there's contact with Hefford there. Hefford comes over to block, doesn't realise there's still the overlap. Summers is still down the inside. Hefford's gone in deep. Ashton goes down the inside as well. Takes the opportunity. Great stuff from Ashton there to identify that. He's going to make the move.
So Ashton will get the better run, but of course Hefford has a slipstream, so pretty much evens itself out.
Ashton really late on the brakes, goes for the race lead and gets it. Is Summers going to get the cutback? He can't do it. Hefford's got a bit of an overlap. He's weaving around behind them. Down the inside he goes now, down on the brakes on Charlie Summers. Summers suddenly finds himself in third place.
Kellerman
Really
right back with these guys as well, so and actually coming behind them. Got a little trio as well, so...
Oh, McRitchie, I think, has just been disqualified in the background. I think he's hit his incident limit. He went red on the timing tower.
Yeah, he has, dropping down.
Real shame for James McRitchie there.
Final lap of the evening then coming up.
He's not at the best of nights tonight as James McRitchie, unfortunately. But there is Charlie Summers then in third place. Hefford doing a personal best that time round of a 2:08.2. But the other guys doing 2:07.6s and 2:07.9s, and they're not their best laps, so they've definitely got the pace on Steve Hefford at this point. You can see Summers here playing the game. Slipstream. He's just trying to make sure that you get the best run, don't compromise it, because he's got to think about if he does get past Steve, he's got to then chase down Jack Ashton in the race lead, of course. But look at the overspeed they've got. There's another car on track in front of them as well. Can't quite see who that is at the moment, but he's going considerably slower than him. It looks like it might be a Swift Cooper Esports car. Hefford on the inside of Ashton.
Oh, it's Kip.
It is Kip Stevens out of all people as well. It's Kip Stevens in front of these boys. He gets out of the way. He goes onto the club circuit. Great avoidance. Now Summers side by side with Hefford. I think there's still a Jack Ashton on our left. There is. You can see the purple roll cage in the rearview mirror. This is fantastic close racing by these boys. Hefford covering the inside now into the toe of the boot. Summers is considerably later on the brakes, but doesn't make contact behind them. It's Kellyman side by side with Bure. Hefford still holding on to this lead, and I tell you what, Alex, if he can cover these last few corners, you never know. Although, to be fair, in the last race it was very close across the line then as well, just because of a run out of the final corner. Summers late on the brakes, runs a little bit wide. Ashton just avoids the contact, slots in behind him. Summers goes over to the right, dives to the inside. He's late on the brakes, doesn't make contact with Hefford.
Yeah, Hefford having to defend there as well. And a slow exit, of course. Ashton will have a quicker exit, does dart out as well. Can't quite get the overlap on Summers there, so it's all or nothing final corner.
Got to watch Kellyman here as well, of course. He's in fourth place, watching this all unfold. Steve Hefford's got to get a good run off here now. It doesn't look like he's got as good a run as Jack Ashton has. Charlie Summers comes across to defend. It's going to be Steve Hefford takes the final race win of the night ahead of Charlie Summers, Jack Ashton, Kellyman in fourth, Bure in fifth. Those two making their debuts tonight, both doing personal best on the last lap. Great evening for those guys. Very well done, boys. Kellyman, of course, taking the AM category win. He'll be very happy with that. David Ayres finishes 6th overall, 2nd in the category, and Hansford is 7th overall, 3rd in the category. So great result for those guys. They'll be really enjoying that. 3 wide across the line there between those boys. Let's have a quick look at what the gap was there. Apparently it was thousandths of a second between Cooper and somebody else. I think it was Mears. He was side by side with Cherney coming across the line here in 27th position. Ashley Beard is going to come across the line in 28th, so not the best result for Ashley in that race. Quite a lot of retirements in that one, but once again, Alex, another frantic and entertaining night's racing from the MX5 Pro Series. Those smoke effects look brilliant then with the headlights on them.
Yeah, I agree. Fantastic night. I was a little bit gutted. Was it race 2 or 3? We was a bit scrappy, but everything else really, really good out there. Some fantastic battling racing. Yep. Yeah, and with such a big field as well, to be fair. We often see in a lot of sim racing events that, you know, bigger grids, while there are more people and more stuff to watch, it can cause a bit more chaos. You know, if there's a pile up at the front of the field, more people can go ploughing into it. Arca breaks, as we call it. But yeah, it was very well managed from the drivers at the front. They played the wise game in terms of being strategic about their positioning and, you know, when to go for the move and when not to go for it. Driver of the night, though, for me, it's got to be Charlie Summers for that 41 places gained race win. Then he gained 30 in the other one, and then 29 in this one. It's incredible, isn't it? Oh, you can't argue with that. It's just unbelievable driving. For some
Really
reason,
is.
we're waiting for someone to cross the start-finish line. I'm not sure who it is.
It's not Kip Stevens, is it?
Oh, well, there we go. It doesn't matter now. Session has timed over.
There we go. Steve Hefford then takes the race win, just a tenth of a second ahead of Charlie Summers. Jack Ashton rounds out the podium. And it's a very appropriate podium as well. SimLab, Swift Cooper Esports, and Excite iRacing. Charles Kellyman, 4th place. Very well done to him. Max Burray in 5th. He'll be happy with that result. David Ayres in 6th in car 666. Steve Hansford in 7th place. Dave Hampson in 8th in car 888. Steve Baxter in 9th with Carl Jacqueline in 10th. Craig Cameron is 11th with Scott Malcolm in 12th. Abdul Kir Al Amri is in 13th place with Euronurse in 14th. Joe McDonald 15th. Roy Viverke 15th. Josh Rayfield for Northern Lights Racing is in 17th. And Craig Jones for Result Clothing is the 18th placed finisher in that one. 19th place is the Swift Cooper Esports driver, Luke Cooper. 20th goes to... Just have a quick look.
Sorry.
My timing screen's done that thing where it's gone all out of order. 20th is Benjamin Mears. Then it's Wouter Van Essen in 21st. Billy Rose 22nd. Liam Silkstone 23rd. Then it's Rob Graham, Carl Hardy, Steve Cooley, Alex Cherney, Ashley Beard, Alex Rivette, and Nils Carstensen rounding out your top 30. Then it's Cesare Rizzo, Graham Sesford, Mikey Key, and then the cars one lap down or more. Nick McCarron, Kip Stevens, James McRitchie. 37th was Jason Cooper. Then it's Brian Holmes, Andy Maxwell, Jamie Ayres, Dale Bennison, Adrian Hendy, Martin Sampson, Max Wright, Chris Vigra, Christian Brown, Adam McNally, Peter Van Gool, and Stuart Dick. It's a massive field tonight, Alex. Like we say, it was certainly a packed circuit, wasn't it?
Was 49 car. Yeah, I mean, I know we often see numbers drop off a little bit towards the end of like the sort of the mini seasons and that, and this was round 1, so to see it be up there. But usually midway through the big series, we don't actually see any sort of new faces and things like that. So it's good to see actually 49 cars. Let's hope we can maintain that throughout the season.
We've got a
Which
comment
fancy?
Oh, well. Oh, you mean in the interview waiting area? Let's have a look.
Yeah,